to support. All right, we are in the home stretch here, folks. We are now going to move on to our lactation projects. And up first, we have Global Communities Healthy Start. Roxana Chavez is going to present. And then we also have Lisa Bain from Global Communities here as well.
Well, I'm glad baby and I made it today. Hi, everyone. My name is Roxana Chavez. I am a lactation consultant on the lactation team for Global Communities Healthy Start. And I'm going to be talking about our lactation equity services that we are able to continue to provide thanks to this funding. So our why. So we really hope to close first food desert gaps and really help provide culturally competent lactation services in multiple different languages to communities of Southeast San Diego and El Cajon, which are two communities in the county which face large systemic barriers that have limited access to lactation resources, especially culturally competent resources. And we really want to help build a more diverse first food and lactation workforce in the area by helping to train, coach, and mentor lactation educators that come from underrepresented communities. And we also want to help improve health outcomes. So we're really striving to, and this is for both babies and parents, right? So we're really working on trying to increase lactation, human milk, duration, exclusivity, and that all, as you know, can affect and impacts the rate of chronic disease later in life, illness in infancy, and then also chronic disease for the lactating parent. So a big component for us is our Global Babies Club, which is a free parent and baby support group. It's open to anyone that is expecting, anyone with children ages 0 to 3. We started this in 2022. It was just one group, and now we have two. One is Southeast San Diego, one in El Cajon. And this is a free, judgment-free space for parents to come out, get out of the house for a little bit, meet other parents that are in the trenches with them, have their children socialize with other little ones, and have their feeding questions answered in a culturally competent manner. So some of the common questions that we get here at our groups are, how do I make enough milk? Do I have enough milk? When do I start solids? How do I deal with sleep regression? How do I deal with co-parenting? I saw this on TikTok, this trend on Instagram. What's true? What's not? And yeah, so these are some of the common questions. So some of the services that we offer at these groups, so we have that group component, which is parent-led conversation based off of where they're at in their parenting journey. And their questions are answered in an evidence-based manner by our lactation consultants on site. We also provide free one-on-one mini feeding consults, and this is inclusive to all feeding methods, bottle, breast, pump, solids. No appointment is required. It's on a drop-in basis. During the last hour of our group at both locations, we do have scales on site, so we can offer weighted feeds, growth checks. We can offer baby milestone assessments, self blood pressure monitoring, and then lots of toys, lots of snacks for both parent and baby or little ones. And then we do host special events here and there. Our popular one is like our Valentine's Day event, our Halloween costume contest, and sometimes we get to offer free CPR trainings. So this is where our locations are at. We have Tuesdays in Southeast San Diego, inside of the Access Youth Academy. Um, and then Wednesdays in El Cajon, inside of the American Red Cross WIC office. Both groups are 10 to 12, with the last hour um, set aside for mini consults. So, thanks to these funds, we're able to provide healthy snacks. And like I mentioned, these are focused towards both the parent and the little ones that are, at age appropriate, ready for solids. But we're able to provide fresh fruits, which are really popular with the little ones, fruit snacks like dehydrated fruit pouches. And we try to include higher protein snacks like protein bars, chickpea snacks, different varieties of trail mix. Um, and all of this allows us to reinforce healthy eating because those questions do come up in group. And bringing everything full circle, right? Because we want to start from the very first food, which is breast milk. And the funds have allowed us to continue to provide our breastfeeding support warm line, which is a free telephone service that's open 24/7. And it's available in multiple different languages: English, Spanish, Korean, Somali, Haitian Creole, Arabic, and French. And it's an infant feeding warm line, so anyone can call and ask questions, get free lactation education support and referrals in the county. So we're really happy to be able to continue to provide this free service. Um, and then our last thing is our pop-up lactation lounge. So we piloted this last year at our Juneteenth event, which is the picture you see on the bottom. We are pending implementation for this year. And what it is basically it's a welcoming space for family, new parents to come out and have a comfortable and private space to feed their little ones at health fairs or community events. And we have it staffed by an IBCLC. Again, you can see at the bottom, there's an IBCLC present who is able to provide support, education on site, diaper changing stations, toys for older siblings to stay distracted while the parent feeds the little one, and resources, flyers for introduction to solids, workplace lactation rights, and weaning guidance as well. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much.